guys, welcome back. Today I'm sharing with you a Tunisian stuffed pepper recipe, the classic tomato sauce that goes with it, and an easy homemade bread. First, I will start by preparing the dough for my bread. All the ingredients and exact measurement will be listed down below the video in the description box. In the stand mixer bowl, add the warm water, the yeast, and the sugar. Mix well and allow it to proof for 10 minutes. Be careful that your water isn't too hot when proofing yeast. Now it's time to add the oil, the flour, and the salt. Make sure the salt is the last ingredient you add. Don't worry if it looks a bit dry at the beginning. It will all come together at the end. This will take maybe 8 to 10 minutes in the mixer and 15 minutes by hand. You will know the dough is ready when it looks like this. Cover the dough and let it rise. It took me 45 minutes, but in the winter time it might take 1 hour. Yeast is very sensitive to temperature. Even a few degrees less in the kitchen can extend the rise time significantly. You will know that the dough is ready when it doubles in size. Meanwhile, heat a large skillet over medium heat until hot. Drizzle a little bit of olive oil. Add the chopped onion and the ground beef. Cook for a couple minutes, breaking beef into half-inch crumbles and stirring occasionally. Stir the chopped parsley, salt, and black pepper. Cook for a couple minutes, then reduce to medium-low heat and let it cook until liquid evaporates. I'm using ground beef that is 93% meat. If you're using one that is 80% meat, you might have to drain it before you go to the next step. Transfer it to a bowl and let it cool at room temperature. Time to prepare the peppers. Here I am using cubanelle peppers, but any pepper that is long and hollow inside will work fine, but not the bell pepper. Make sure you wash it and dry it. Remove pepper top and all the seeds inside. This recipe could be done in the oven as well. In that case, you can keep the pepper top, it will look better. If you're thinking about making it in the oven, all what you have to do is just follow all the instructions all the way to the end. Just instead of frying the pepper, place it in a dish that goes into the oven, cover it with sauce, and then let it bake for maybe 20 to 30 minutes until it's well done. Now that the meat is at room temperature, I am adding 2 small eggs, one at a time. You could also use 1 big egg. Mix well. You can also add some shredded cheese. It will taste very good. My mom does that and I promise it's amazing. Mix together really well and divide your mixture amongst the peppers, making sure to stuff them well but being careful not to break them. As I'm frying the peppers, I will do this step at the end to keep them warm for the dinner, so I'll cover it and let it sit. The bread dough is ready. As you could see, it doubled in size. Flour the surface and the baking pan. You can also use a parchment paper if your baking pan is not a non-stick. Push the dough down onto the floured surface and gently push the air out of the dough. Divide dough in 5 pieces and shape each one into a ball. You could also shape it into a baguette, as you can see in the top right corner of the video. In that case, it's better to make it a little bit bigger. I'll let you follow the video to see how to shape the bread. Place the bread dough into the baking sheet and cover with a clean towel and let it rise for another 20 minutes. In the meanwhile, preheat the oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 180 degrees Celsius. Once the dough is double in size, it took me around 20 minutes. Slash the top of the dough a few times with a sharp knife. If you would like a crispy bread in the outside, the secret is water. Use a pastry brush and brush the dough with some water, just regular water from the pipe. If you like a really nice hard and crispy crust, place a baking sheet or a cast iron frying pan in the oven and let it heat up. Now place the bread in the oven, then throw 1 cup of water in the other pan. Close the oven door right away as you want the steam to stay in the oven, and that's how you create that crispy crust. Bake for 20 to 30 minutes until the bread is a deep golden brown and sounds hollow if you thump the top. For the tomato sauce is really easy and full of flavors. First, drizzle a little bit of olive oil, add the tomato paste and the harissa. I'm using a homemade harissa. Let it cook for a couple minutes. This step is really important. Now add the tomato sauce. If the sauce is too thick, you might add some water. Then add all the spices at once and give that a good stir. And then add the garlic, freshly squeezed garlic. Let it cook in medium-low. This might take 30 to 45 minutes, just keep an eye on it. Once the bread is ready, transfer to a cooling rack and allow it to cool. You don't want it to sit in the pan as it will sweat and become soggy. As you can see, the crust is crispy and golden brown. Last step is to fry the peppers. Dry the outside of the peppers of any water so they don't splatter when cooking. Cook the peppers in the hot oil in 2 batches. My recommendation is to put the meat side in some flour to protect it from burning. Place the pepper meat side down in the hot oil and hold it for 1 or 2 minutes until everything is set. Then just put it in the side and let it fry for 10 to 15 minutes until it's browned. This dish is a very popular one in Tunisia. Let me know if you ever tasted it before. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like more videos like that, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. See you in the next video.